Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Cup Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on bottom right side is the blue Wehrmacht forces, or Austria forces. We've got VonIvan. Spawn on top left side is the red USF. We got Big Boss. This replay was submitted to me, however, he didn't specify which player it was. He may have submitted a replay earlier to me, and I can't remember what his name was. This could be just one he found as well, and he was neither of the players. So, let's go ahead and get started. One thing I do remember as well, it's been a while since let's cast a VonIvan game. Assume this is the same VonIvan. VonIvan does not like to surrender. And so, who knows, all those games go on. He may win handily. If not, it's going to be a very long, dragged out game. He has gone for the mobile defense doctrine, a doctrine you don't really see too often anymore. Pumas are nice and all, and the short-barreled Panzer IVs are also quite nice. Of course, the Puma is also one of the few units that still does not require any sort of technology to deploy in the field. A couple units still like that. So 5 command point, you get a light tank destroyer. Versus the heavy cav company, which gives you a heavy tank. Pair of grenadiers, MG42 and pair of grenadiers. Got a rifleman squad, same bit of fuel. Captain or lieutenant now being should be queued up relatively soon. OC does go for another rifleman. I saw the 30 fuel. Assume that the player is going to go for one of those tech up. Rifle squad does flank the MG42. MG42 needs to get on out of there. Takes a bit of damage. Pioneers hitting up north. We'll find another rifle squad here. Does take a bit of damage. MG42 is getting hit pretty hard. It is behind heavy cover, but getting flanked and took a lot of free damage. Pioneers will need to fall back relatively soon as well. Can't do much versus a rifleman squad. Grenadiers, however, do flank around. Inside the garrison, 2 windows aside, 3 windows aside, but it's surrounded from 3 directions. While all the models will fire, it's not a great position. Heavy cover is better than garrison cover, and this rifle squad simply just find an angle where there's only 1 window. Alright, there's 2 windows on that side, but still. Pioneer does go down. Minor loss. Against the US, who can't deploy out. I think the Pioneer means he could go for a heavy amount of rifleman defense structures. And go for a handful of rifleman landmines. His opponent will have trouble sweeping them. But US is not necessarily known for laying down landmines, at least anti-infantry landmines. MG42 does flank the riflemen, who are manage the Grenadier does manage to force back the rifle squad up there, so 2 rifle squads are falling back. Battle phase 1 not being researched, has plenty of fuel. Our squad does take a bit of damage there. MG42 sitting on up here, a little bit wounded, nothing too significant. Oh, at the counterattack tactics. Nice to see that ability. It's a build that I never deploy in the field. I never feel like I really need to decapture something quickly. Doesn't seem like it's decapturing too much quicker. I think it's a capture rate that gets really... it's only probably slight amounts, isn't it? It's really hard to gauge that. Staring at it doesn't seem like it's capturing too quickly, honestly. But it's just probably generally very nice. But 35 munitions, it does last for a decent amount of time, so it's probably reasonable. Would I use that munitions to other stuff, like LMGs and medical bunker? Yes. I think it's not as great at this moment. Pioneer now being deployed in the field. He does not have battle phase 1 research, so I don't think he really needs the Pioneer's mode. He does have quadruple Grenadiers. Grenadiers, of course, can build the medical bunkers themselves. So I don't think he needs a Pioneer at the moment. Reaction squad does get forced on back. Rifle squad falls back some heavy cover, but they're quite wounded. Grenadier in light cover, but getting hit by multiple rifle squads now, so this guy needs to fall back relatively soon as well. You can hear HMG firing away. Yep. He was actually in the light cover, not up against the heavy cover. Lieutenant does get a good flank on this Grenadier, and the Thompson model still firing. Pulls back that right squad relatively early, does have ambulance in the field, so I don't blame him. It's not too far a retreat, getting nice and healed up very quickly and push back forward. Though I probably would not have retreated myself. And I am one of those players who tend to retreat a little bit earlier just to preserve the manpower itself. If I feel like the fight's going to be lost, or I want to preserve the manpower, I will retreat back early. Because I value manpower as probably the most valuable resource, honestly. More so than fuel. Even though I am a Panzer IV spammer, or even just general medium tank spammer. T-3476, Panzer IV, Sherman tanks. I spam them all. I just don't spam out Cromwells of all of them. I could prefer spamming out Churchills in that case. Hello, mine now pulling the field, which is a good use of the Pioneer, which I didn't think he necessarily needed this moment. He has consumed a bit of munitions, med bunker, that's where the rest of his munitions went. Grenadier falls back, this Grenadier captured the munitions sector, VP being captured on up. Rifle squad inside the garrison, our squad decaptured the munitions sector. We do have a lieutenant, which means possibility of steward. US mortar on the field. Not big for the US mortar, but can't well pack house with this current tech path. No unlocked mechanized platoon coming on post just yet. Two models right there, but it does draw enough fire for lieutenant to get nice and close. Did I just hear explosion? Was the mortar? That must have been the mortar hitting the Pioneers. Grenadiers engage the rear echelon. Rear echelon squad can stick around a little bit longer to let the RAR squad get in the better position. Like that building. Another Grenadier heading down south. Fuel's consumed. That looks like, yep, battle phase 2 being researched. Rifle grenade seems particularly useful for me. But he does go ahead and just run by the right squad and get ripped apart. Grenadier here took a bit of damage. At this point in time, I would retreat him back to preserve the manpower. Grenadier heading the way forward. Bar rifle squad. Mortar. US mortar. Smoking. Oh boy, that Grenadier is wounded. Putting the other Grenadier in open cover does draw some fire towards him and preserve manpower here. I think it would be better for the US player to actually focus on the wounded Grenadier. I think that would be better, that situation. Looks like only 4 windows fire out of this side. I've only ever garrisoned MGs inside this building, honestly. Never really garrisoned infantry squads. Grenadiers engaging the bar squad who are negative cover by point blank, and they have bars. Our squad won out the fight, versus 2. I would probably capture the mission sector and fall back to preserve the manpower a little bit. LMG being upgraded in this Grenadier. Do have captains who's going to double officer path. I think he realized his opponent's gone for a quadruple Grenadier, so he went for double officer. Versus another MG42. Has Battle Phase 2 researched. And has no income, thanks to this cutoff sector being cut off. Over here, rear echelon squad. Over here, captain firing away against the Grenadier. MG42 advance way forward. Grenadier and Pioneers straight forward. With this Grenadier advancing. Rear squad nice and close to MG. Problem is, there's a lot of other stuff close to that rear echelon squad. Our squad going to the cutoff sector. We'll get spotted by a casualty on the ground. MG42 suppressing down the lieutenant. Oh, we got a squad of Rangers. A lot of infantry from both sides, just infantry play. US player is pretty close to a major's worth of fuel. Probably a good idea to start getting him on the field and go for an early Sherman. If not, he always save up for the Pershing. Not enough munitions for off-map smoke barrage. Mortars hitting there. Rifle grenade force back the Rangers. Mortar falling back as well. Most of the mortar barrage was largely hitting behind the MG42. And this cutoff sector is not being a cutoff sector, so it is providing supply around. Our squad does fall back there. Severely wounded, managed to preserve all that manpower. Our squad and captain push way forward. Grenadiers fall back nice and early. His retreat path was not going to be great since where he exited. These guys pursuing the wrong direction. Could have got a squad wipe there. LMG Grand's Proficiency 2 here. And the captain does fall back there. Over here, Pioneers captured the cutoff sector.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. New units are ready to deploy.
Grenadiers pushing around. We got the MG42. That's flanking fire. Does suppress the riflemen. Your squad, no minesweeper, which would particularly be useful right now. Grenadiers advance way forward. Our squad fully pinned. Grenadier on the cutoff sector, so we'll maintain the secure of it. Grenadiers up here, one garrison, one in light cover. Smoke barrage on MG42. Rangers with Thompsons push right forward. MG42 here. No arc on any of the models. Now has arc on some of the models. Will be hit by two MG42 soon.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Smoke has subsided. Does suppress. While heavy cover can protect you from one MG42 or one MG source of suppression, can't necessarily protect you from two. Gets a cutoff sector once again, but once again, it's actually is a cutoff sector. This one's been also decaptured. Grenadiers pursuing the riflemen.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Major on the field, and one on the build queue. Wehrmacht player has enough fuel for a Panzer IV, and has a structure built for it. Good hit there on the Grenadiers. Need to fall back sooner rather than later. Next mortal feels like it's going to wipe them out, but it does scatter pretty wide out. And that mortar was a pretty good shot there. If he would have stayed there, he probably would have been wiped out. Grenadiers fall back. Speaking of the mortar, speaking of the rifle grenade, both sides lobbing explosives at each other, which is far more effective than lobbing insults. Major here gets forced some back. MG42 in range of the captain, out of vision range of the captain. Grenadiers on the wrong side of the cover. Rangers do get suppressed. Panzer IV in the build queue. Maybe got to go along the short barrel Panzer IV afterwards. All those forces starting to fall back. The US player going for 50 cal has spent more fuel on something. I thought he had more fuel available.
We're losing a capture point.
Maybe mistaken. Ooh, good medical supplies there. Panzer IV on the field. M1 gun has been built. 50 cal on the way. M1 gun does roll a bounce. Pioneers receive a direct hit there. He will need to rebuild that Pioneer. He has enough manpower for it. He will need the repairs. Got lucky with that bounce. It's actually pretty hard for them when they take on the bounce on the austere Panzer IV. No frag grenade research. MG42 in a pretty good angle. Will suppress the captain. Does get a half burst there. There's a first burst. Force on the ground where the Iraq squad is. Destroys the sandbags at least. Got the all-knee ability on the rifleman. MG42 in range of the rifle squad. Now in vision range. 50 cal does flank the MG42. However, we got the MG42 flanking the M50 cal. Pioneer's falling him back or forward. Has taken one shot there. Gets good hit there on the rifleman. Bazooka squad here. Still no minesweeper. First, I think that the reaction squad should always be upgraded to the minesweeper. You never know when you may find a random landmine like this time, multiple times. It could save a lot of pain in the future. Barracks Infantry Company does take a hit there.
The territory is out of contact. The sector has been cut off. Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Grenadiers do get forced on back. Major does fall back. Captain straight forward. Another Grenadier advancing. Captain does not have any weapon upgrades at the moment. The Lieutenant Squad actually went down with one of those engagements. My apologies for missing that.
A capture point is under attack.
Captain does fall back there. MG42 in the center map. Guess the Grenadiers can fall back as they get hit. Got hit again. Pretty wounded. Falls back to get healed on up. Not a bad idea. MG42 does get tagged over there. And now the mortar's getting hit. 50 cal is in range. Another Panzer IV in the build queue. I swear, the US player's feeling comes much lower than expected. Wait, I think they're one reason why he's never captured this point up. He just now captured that point. Either way, the Wehrmacht player is doing a great job so far this game. He's going to have 2 Panzer IVs. The US player is just now having enough fuel for a Sherman tank, but currently he made this sneak out Jackson for a heavy AT asset. Rangers make it the wipe here. Grenadiers who against the garrison will get some good damage there onto that Rangers. Another Grenadier here. Falls back. Panzer IV rolls a miss. That could have been much more deadly. Sherman tank on the build queue. Does hit above the structure there. Took a bit of damage. Panzer IV does take a pen there, but only one. And there's a grenade there. We actually have the counterattack tactics activated again. Very nice. Mortar rolls and miss there. Does take a bit of splash. We have now another Sherman tank, or a Sherman tank on the field.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Prioritize fire turned down on the Sherman tank. Grenadiers, good force at the ground there. Panzerfaust was available, did not get it casted though. Pretty sure that was a force fire to the ground by the Panzer IV, which was an excellent shot there. Sherman tank trying to hit that Grenadier. Grenadier gets Panzerfaust off. Rear squads help out with their pairs. The Panzerfaust did bounce, so doing half damage. Grenadier is getting overran here. Does fall back. He's behind more heavy cover.
We've dropped to 200 points.
Major does have at least one bazooka. Third Panzer IV on the build queue. He should probably eye for the short barrel Panzer IV relatively soon. It'd be a great force multiplier. High explosive rounds lit on the Sherman tank. Does get a pen there from the Panzer IV. Panzer IV has part of his fire turned on. Does take a pen there from M180 gun. Does take a bazooka shot there. This one needs to start falling back. He's going to lose the current rate. M180 gun does not have angle there. Other Panzer IV straight forward, but will not be able to secure the kill. Does take another pen here from another M180 gun. Double M180 guns rip apart austere Panzer IVs since they have absurdly high rate of fire. If they reload as quickly as 3 seconds. I think it's like 2.7 seconds if I remember the exact number, which is absurdly fast. In short, if you drive a Panzer IV forward, a little bit too far forward, you could lose a Panzer IV within 3 seconds. Rifle grenade fire, don't know how effective. Actually, decent shot there. Smoke behind the point, very nice. Nope, with that other smoke there scouting a bit short, you could have stayed there. Grenadiers get inside the garrison, even though that's only one window of fire on that side. At least that will give the LMG a pretty good window to fire from. For 3 Panzer IVs, maybe a good idea to go for another Pioneer and combine that with a short barrel Panzer IV that will probably consume all its spare population. A third M180 gun now being blown in the field. Panzer V connects. Right now we got a triple capture for the allies, or not the allies, Axis player. So it has 401 tickets versus 86. He is rapidly counting down his opponent's VPs. Overall doing quite well this game. Grenadiers straight forward do now have another on me here from the Rangers. Bounce there. So he's getting a bit unlucky with the bazooka shots overall. They seem like they've been missing and bouncing quite a bit. In fact, taking a lot of bounces there. Grenadiers do fall back before a Panzer V connects. Does take a couple hits there. 3 shots from the Sherman tank will knock out the Panzer IV. This one's taking a beating there, probably from the M180 guns. Maybe this race is actually a better idea to just tech up to a Panzer Warfare with all those AT guns. I don't think he has Battle Phase 3 research. We have to click on the structure. No Battle Phase 3. He really does need a Panzer Warfare at this moment in time. Or just rather Wehrmacht mortar. Short barrel Panzer IV would allow his Panzer IV to take another hit from those AT guns, which is actually very powerful. Does take out one of the AT guns there, very nice. Panzer IV blitzing his way forward, producing the anti-tank rifle grenade, but does take time to cast. It is not being casted there. May have been interrupted by the minimum range. So remember, the anti-tank rifle grenade has a minimum range. I think the Sherman tank will still can withstand one more shot. Hands tactician there. This one goes down to an anti-tank rifle grenade and gets abandoned. Rolls a miss there. Loses Panzer IV. Ugh.
A capture point is under attack.
Good sportsmanship. Good. I like the good sportsmanship there. Abandoned vehicles should just be removed. Should have been removed from the game. At least from multiplayer. Strange enough, it doesn't really have a real purpose in single player as well in the campaign. At best, it's in the Ardennes Assault, but in the Soviet campaign, not really situationally going to be impactful. Great mortar hit there on those Grenadiers. It's been a while since last played the Company Heroes 2 campaign. Maybe we'll play that again relatively soon. I've been replaying the Command and Conquerors.
Crowds are taking one of our points.
0 Hour, Tib Wars, and Kane's Wrath. Ooh, good high explosive round there. Wiped out that squad. Another Panzer IV in the build queue. Very nice. Like some rounds of the Grenadier. That was a force fire ground there. Smoke there. Rosy miss there. Not fully repaired, but can still will go down. Now will go down 3 shots from a Sherman tank. 10 there, or no, that looked like a splash miss. It's hard to see how much damage that did. May not have done full damage. Bardo's fire turned on. It wouldn't surprise me if it can withstand the next shot, but looks like it won't. A lot of bazooka hits there. Panzer IV here, throws Panzer Tactician. Panzer IV gets hit there. I thought so. The Sherman tank withstood the shot there. Hikes of rounds there, did not pen. And looks like the Panzer IV shot there bounced. Oh, got a double catch in favor of the Wehrmacht players, and there's 23 tickets remaining. Both sides are getting hit up by a lot of bad luck, honestly. Bazooka shots were largely ineffective throughout the game, except right then. And then you got the Sherman tank not going down to a bounce, as well as splash misses. Grenadiers get on top of the point. 11 BPs remaining. We'll be rapidly counting down right now. More smoke there. Grenadier squad needs to fall back. This solved the game a little bit longer. The Rangers here. As a regular Grenadier, if he pops out and dog on the point, I think he will win the game. Throws a cooked frag. I think this is going to be down to 1. It's down to 1. He didn't dog pound the point, like I said. So the game will continue. On me there. Grenadiers got sacked. Panzer IV Blitzkrieg over here. It has very little help, but luckily Rangers are not very effective versus Panzer IVs. Pioneers activate counterattack tactics and then capture the point. He needs to fully capture it or neutralize this point and the other point. And neutralizing is actually very feasible. This thing's about to get pinned. Panzer IV is being sacked. Panzer IV goes down. No counterattack tactics. And there's also smoke here, or flaming carcass. There's counterattack tactics. Oh, does not decapture that point. Got more telemines. It has a telemine. Telemine.
Capture point is being overrun.
Telemine's not there. Looks like it may have been detonated probably to a stray mortar shot. Gets resecured by the Sherman tank. Rifle grenade there. Somewhat hit the rifleman. Counterattack tactics will last for another 30 seconds. It is a very long ability. Just not very impactful. The counter point there. Captain sprinting his way forward. No smoke grenades available. Hikes of rounds. Those will miss. US player is in a good position. Maybe, no, not really. The 1 VP means he's never going to be in good position for this game. It might be Panzer IV on the build queue. It may be best to actually try to pursue a annihilation victory at this moment. No 50 cal pinto mounts, which is understandable. Bazooka fires. Panzer IV on the field, but it's going to be a 1v2, soon be a 1v3 when it comes to tanks. Does get an angle where it only takes once at a time. Good bazooka shots there, plus they have hikes with rounds loaded. Grenadiers heading over here, and having the Panzer IV come up over here is probably a good idea. And get ready to dogpile another MG42. It's probably best it does stay inside the garrison. Captain, have the captain just stay on top of the point. The US player base that's to have units on top of points. I think the garrison is going to get destroyed, if not the garrison. Gets fully wiped out there. Major sprints up there because of efficiency 3. Hands 4. That's lower farm piercing rounds. Bazooka connects. Single pinch Shrek will change the outcome, amount of damage it takes. Prioritize fire turn on. Got a pair of bazookas here. Sherm tank goes down. Sherm tank's pushing along the flank. And I think him knocked out upon this point. I think the US player may actually win the fight, win the game. Keep a unit on top of that point. Couple balances there. Does take out the Sherman tank. The Sherman tank has plenty of health. It should defeat the Panzer IV. Both sides send a bounce. Panzer IV goes down. That's a Pioneer trying to sneak around. Get the Ranger on the point. Grenadiers to pick up, what was that, Bazooka or LMG? It's down to 1 Grenadier, 1 Pioneer. Yep. Him not getting on top of point. Lost in the game, he got too complacent there. He was too busy casting GG rather than sending units to their death. Yep, I think the Wehrmacht player is backing out of the game. He appears to be idle. Going to fast forward. And he forces sync error. How rude. This Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.